All right, well, this is the first. I'm cutting Phil's hair, and thank God he has really thick hair, so I can't ruin it. Look at this hair, how beautiful it is. There you go. That's good. I'm not a bad hair cutter. But look at how beautiful his hair is. It's just so pretty. You do, honey. You have gorgeous hair. You have hair just like your mom. She had the same hair that looked exactly alike. And just a little bit around. Now I know what they mean when they say just a little bit around the ears. Here. Okay. All right. That's my first Phil Donahue haircut. Married 40 years, I never gave him a haircut before. What do you think, Mr. Donahue?
Just perfect.
2 bits and a quarter? Here, put your glasses on, and we're ready to roll. Okay, we're getting ready for the Dr. Oz show. Okay, and a little makeup. You want to put this on?
Well, I mean, we were instant attraction. I mean, there was no two ways about it. I was attracted to him right away, and he told me later that he was too, and it was surprising because, you know, I never went on a talk show and fell in love with Johnny Carson, you know, so, I mean, it was unusual. But he had said something, I don't remember what it was now, but he said something, and I gave it back to him, and he was kind of, I think, surprised. Because he asked me something, and I answered it with, well, do you? Something, you know, was some kind of question that you only ask women. Do you know, it's like when Phil and I do interviews, interviewers ask me so much about our home life, and they don't ask him as much. And I showed it to him, you know, in the beginning of our marriage, and I said, do you see, I mean, right here in journalism, which is his area, the sexist quality of the question is, why should I know more about our relationship than you do? You know, why is it that people expect women to be carrying the relationship ball, you know?
Well, I know you're very protective, and I very much respect your protection of keeping careers separate. Mm-hmm. But you must think a great deal about the fact that you're both role models, and especially for women, mm-hmm. both of you.
Yes.
So talk, if you wouldn't mind, and it isn't an intrusion to that, both of you becoming feminists, both of you growing and feeding off of each other in terms of your intellect. Mm-hmm. Do you do that?
Do we do what?
Feed off each other in terms of intellect and approach to women.
Well, you know, we don't do it in a business sense. We don't sit down and say, let's talk about our approach to women. But I think, you know, politically, whatever you are thinking, I mean, if you're thinking about what's happening in the environment, if you're thinking about what's happening with women, there's a certain sense of outrage that you share with people who think like you know, or who are reading as much as we are reading and visiting as many places as we are. So it's just a constant sort of thread in the tapestry of our lives. I mean, it's just there. You know, I mean, I'll pick up a paper and say, my God, did you see this man? I mean, he raped this woman, and they let him out after, you know, 7 weeks, whatever it is. Or did you see this information center is doing, you know, whatever it is. We're just very, you know, it's a part of the fabric, you know, of who we are, so it's there.
When you fell in love and marriage became a part of your future, did you think about or intellectualize the idea of being a stepmother? Because I've been there.
Yeah. Well, I was kind of scared about it, you know, but I was with Phil 3 years before we married, and I was lucky, and I think it's really pure luck, that their mother had been gone for some time, and the children, the 4 of the boys, were living with Phil. So they really kind of needed a woman. I mean, they wanted me. Mm-hmm. I could tell, you know, there was, especially the younger ones, you know, they would really hang around me, and they were very much in need, I think, of a woman's touch and feelings. And so it was very rewarding for both of us, you know. And I was afraid of the responsibility, you know. I thought, God, you know, these people will be in my life.
And people who step into your life with excess baggage,
yes,
too.
Oh, sure.
Right?
But I have excess baggage also, you know. So, but we really have a good life, all of us together, you know. But I treasure very much the time I have alone with Phil. I mean, it's very important to me that we take vacations by ourselves, you know, a couple of times a year, and we really go off alone a lot.
Well, you know, the other thing is, I mean, Hollywood or non-Hollywood, as you were struggling to find this freedom to be you and not married because you waited.
Yes.
Was there any fear associated with that? Oh, gee, I'm only going to be a businesswoman. What about my personal life? Or
I didn't really wait. I never wanted to get married, is the truth of it. No, I really thought marriage was just out of the question. I mean, it seemed to me like something that women just got shafted in, and I couldn't see my doing it. I don't think I could have married anybody other than Phil. Maybe every woman feels that way about the man she loves, but he's so fair-minded, and that even when we've had arguments about, you know, he'll say to me, you have to leave, you have to go, you know, I wanted you to be here for this, or whatever it is. you know, I have to gently remind him that he goes when he has to. I have to go when I have to. And it's really...
I welcome you guys back on here. If you consider subscribing, liking, and also share this video. So the wife of the legendary Phil Donahue, who passed on yesterday, has come out to commemorate, pay tributes, and also mourn the passing on of the beloved husband Phil. In a statement she has released via her official Facebook, that is Marlo Thomas, she has come out and said that, I'm sure by now you've heard the very sad news that I lost my sweetheart last night. So I know you understand that I will be stepping away from this page for a while to take care of myself and many people who took care of Phil and held him close to their hearts. But I didn't want to disappear without thanking you for the beautiful messages of love, support that have been coming in all day, and for the wonderful, generous way that you've let Phil and me share our life adventure with you over the years. As a man who spent his career loving his audience, Phil got such a thick out of our cozy little community on here, and I know he would be very touched by the heartwarming thoughts and memories you've been sharing. Until I return, I wish you good health and happy days in the company of our family, friends, and I hope that you will continue to hold close those you cherish most, just as I was blessed to do with my beloved Phil. Love, Marlo. Postscript: this is my favorite photos of Phil and me taken on a vacation. So she accompanied the tribute with, you know, a photo of her and Phil, you know, on a bike, like you can see on the screen. We all know Phil Donahue passed on Sunday night following a long illness. According to a statement the family released, they said that he passed on at his home surrounded by family, including his wife of 44 years, that is the actress Marlo Thomas, his sister, his children, grandchildren, and his beloved golden retriever Charlie and his family. A contendant said they should, for those who want to donate, can actually donate everything, you know, to Phil's St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, or the Phil Donahue Notre Dame Scholarship Fund in lieu of flowers. In this moment in time, all we can say is continue resting in power the king, that is Phil Donahue, and we pray for the family. We pray for Marlo Thomas, you know, to stay strong in this very devastating and hard time. R.I.P. to the legend, and rest in power the king, Phil Donahue.